I don't know.
There you go.
Dude.
I don't know. I don't feel right playing without Cal.
Well, you cannot feel right all you want and still play.
Oh!
Yeah, he's not responding to anything. And I'm sure he doesn't want to miss this either, but we also would kind of leave the week on another cliffhanger, so
That Arcana check with advantage. Holy shit. That's a
Do
big
I have
spread.
an Arcana spell that I need to get somebody? I think I picked
Huh?
up on a napkin.
what now?
You have a spell written down on a napkin?
Yeah, during our little party.
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah.
I meant to give that to somebody.
he pickpocketed Horace while he was passed out and got a blindness deafness spell that he had scribbled onto a napkin.
Mm. Oh, bummer, Ellie. That's a low D100. Unless you wanted to roll
down
two.
with that kind of roll.
Yeah.
Let's take it up by one.
Maybe you're intending to roll low for that roll. You want a low roll.
There we go. 95. I'm good.
You can do it.
That's how much damage we're all going to take here in a minute.
20D100. Dang.
Jesus Christ.
D.
I thought I was going crazy with my D1000 roll.
Yeah, that's when a meteorite hits the boat.
That's not too far out of something that could happen.
Don't give him ideas, Brad. Jesus.
I'm giving him ideas. Oh.
I mean, shield's down now.
At least my ideas don't kill people.
Don't hate.
Damn.
It was I just forgot how unlucky I am on rolls.
I mean, it was technically an alignment for you, and I was thinking about giving you inspiration for that. But no.
Wait, you broke up what?
I said it was technically an alignment for you, and I was thinking about giving you inspiration for it, but no.
Oh, hey, Brad.
Yeah, keep it up, Ted Bundy. Keep it up.
Ted Bundy. He was the best player in the world.
He was before your.
Yeah. He was what, in the 70s, I think? Or 60s?
Late 70s, early 80s.
And I was just 84. That's when I was born.
Well, that means that Son of Sam was before your time, too.
Probably. So thing that happened is Michael Jordan was rookie of came in as a rookie player.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Die.
What's the plan?
I'm assuming this is his wife that texted me. He's in bed asleep. He went to the doctor today that he was dehydrated. He's been asleep most of the day. So
Yeah. Yid's protect to protect.
Uh-huh.
So what do you want to
You
do?
shot my drinking buddy.
I didn't shoot him. He just fell.
You just happened to be in the way of the bullet that you shot.
I mean, from what we talked about last week, I think the dragon killed them instantly. But I don't know. It's just he say she said stuff right now.
So
Yeah, typical thief trying to deflect the truth.
That's right. Let me
technically, she's a spy.
Same difference.
almost worked.
So with him incapacitated, I would say we could just postpone until Wednesday, but even then, we don't know if he's going to be on. So I'm guessing we just go ahead and go on. I'll play him.
Who else would? The
But you
DM.
terrible rolls.
I mean, I almost killed him last time. I didn't completely kill him.
I mean, for the games, I don't know. Whatever. Not for anything. I mean, if you want to postpone it, I'm down. I'm okay with that.
Dead for me this week because this week I go to test out for my permit. I mean, not my permit, but for my CDL.
No.
Yeah, and I'm thinking without like an actual definitive answer from him whether or not he could play Wednesday, we'd still be in the same boat. So
Well, it's up to you.
So let's just roll.
yeah, let's just roll with it.
All right.
Sucks because I think he probably wants to be here for this one, but oh well. Make sure I get everything running. Looks like it. Okay. Have we got everybody here?
It looks
Hi.
like it was you.
Okay.
I'm here?
Okay, I will start with this. Last time, as our heroes fled the small port city of Whitecrest, in the wake of the Norellian Empire's brutal, unprovoked invasion of the Kingdom of Barclay, they managed to shore up as much of a defense on their fleeing ships as possible. Some were reunited with family, while others braced for any kind of counterattack from the Empire. And counter they did, as a group of interceptor ships glided out of the mist, the ancient blue dragon that destroyed Whitecrest right on their heels, as Sahagan mercenaries leapt onto the bow of Captain Leidenfrost's ship, the Immortal. With strange magic barriers being controlled by Horus keeping the dragon at bay, our heroes repelled the boarders and moved to push back against the enemy vessels. But in a moment of clarity, the dragon saw an opportunity to attack, and unleashed its full might on its own ships to try and catch its prey off guard. Now, after taking a massive blast from the giant mana cannon stowed below the decks of Captain Frost's ship, the dragon flies away in defeat, as an ally lays motionless in the shark-infested waters.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll go ahead and pull you all back over to the map for just a second. A shot.
Well, you shot him. You go get him.
A shot from a cannon rings out, as Captain Frost looks over the bow and sees a cannonball splash into the water, red sprays up. All the ships that were out there are sinking slowly into the ocean. He looks over onto the, I don't know what side of the boat that is. Abran, what side of the boat is that?
Port side.
I'm not in the game.
Damn it.
I'm waiting for you.
You
Okay, if it's left, it's port. If it's right, it's starboard.
Okay, starboard. Okay. You see, he looks over to the starboard side of the ship and says, "What the fuck was that? Who fired that cannon?"
Stealth.
Seriously.
You're just gonna slink away.
Alright, roll stealth. 17, okay. Who was it? One of you fess up right now! The battle's bloody over! Why are we firing shots in the water? He's looking to everybody for an explanation right now.
Did any of us actually see anything to be able to say something like that? Should we make...
You can. The only one that rolled perception before, I think, was Verna, so...
I see nothing.
I didn't see shit.
Yeah, Jake's Tonvar, you guys just see the carnage out of the water right now, the ships that are slowly sinking into the ocean. There's pools of red everywhere, you see fins swimming by occasionally, but other than that, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Do we know that Abe's in the water, though, still? We do know, right?
I don't think you would.
So we wouldn't have had any idea. We didn't see, because we were all reacting to it earlier.
You saw a monkey jump over to one of the boats.
Right. And we know he didn't come back.
Y'all have not seen Abran since he went below decks to go talk to Tomric.
So we had no idea who this baboon was the whole time.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Wow.
As far as you know, Abran has not been able to.
My
turn
character
into a monkey.
wouldn't know because he doesn't know the characters well. The other pretty well enough to know that he was a shifting druid.
Right, and the rest of them would not know because Abran, as far as they know, has not had the ability to turn into a monkey.
So it's not.
But I will say he has turned into other creatures before that we know of.
Like a donkey.
So without metagaming, I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that Abram is missing.
We'll see. We'll see if anybody notices.
Wouldn't I notice? I shot Adam?
Well, I mean, you're
that's the dilemma. Like that's what we was trying to do before.
You did notice, but you're hiding right now.
Oh.
However, Horace does. He comes up from down below. He looks over and he sees Abran, or what looks like Abran's armor floating in the water. And he shouts back over to the captain, "Man overboard! We've got one of them in the water!"
What's on top? What's on the deck?
Right now, all of the remaining sailors they're rushing around. They're grabbing ropes and things. You can see probably out maybe 60, 65 feet away from the boat. Not that far, probably about 50 or 55 feet. You see a red spot. You see a fin swimming through it, and you see something that looks like leather armor that's just kind of floating on the surface.
Do I have a fishing rod nearby?
I have a fishing rod. Do you want to borrow mine?
You're invisible.
I mean,
I'm
hiding. I'm not invisible.
Yeah, same difference.
That
You're
would
still useless to me.
Sorry, give me just a minute here. My girlfriend's calling me.
no problem.
Well, the two giant metal things are out. And I'm not jumping in there with the
Me neither. You shoot me out the cannon though.
Well, apparently we don't know he's in the water anymore.
Well, he just said Horus called him out, so we know now that somebody's in the water.
Hey.
Oh, I'm all for cannon.
I have.
You shoot me out a cannon with some rope attached to it, you know?
I've been trying to get you launched since we started. Wholeheartedly
We've
to
already
launch you out of a cannon.
We have already eaten.
Wait till he gets back.
Hang
You
on
need to
one
come
second.
unstealth so we can do it.
Hello? Okay, yeah.
But I can
Uh,
sneak
we-
Oh!
attack the cannon.
Are you gonna sneak attack the water?
The shark.
The shark.
Oh, you want to attack?
Doubtful though. They have advantage in the water, and I can't swim.
Oh, you can't swim. Even better. Let's launch you
Oh,
out.
I don't know if I can't swim. I'm pretty sure I can swim.
Gonna learn today.
Yeah.
Go learn when we're together. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh no. I don't know, I must have been having problems. You okay?
Hmm.
You okay?
Personally.
At least you didn't hit it, so.
The woman calls.
Oh, I need to be on during this time.
Ooh, you don't say that to your girl.
Shoot.
My girlfriend had a heart attack when I told her that.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it. I'm at home right now. I'm trying something different to see if this will fix it.
The music.
Okay. It's okay, baby. You're fine. You're okay. You didn't have a wreck, so that's all that matters. Okay. Did you have a good day at work? Oh, good, good. Very nice. I bet it was a good one too. Not till Wednesday. Okay. Alright, I love you. Bye.
I guess at least that wasn't a critical failure. That grappling hook's not going anywhere near where I want it to go. Was it?
Who's that person?
Oh, it's them.
Owie.
Oh, we're gonna shoot you out of the
Okay.
cannon.
Back. Sorry about that.
No problem.
She knows I'm doing this now. I don't know why she called me. Okay, where was I?
Horus just told us it was man overboard and people are scuttling around.
Oh yeah. Okay. So everybody's running around.
Yeah, you said they was getting rope.
They're getting rope. There's bells going off. The music is still playing, and it's not supposed to be. Damn it.
So I want to launch the halfling out of the cannon.
Okay. Captain Frost is going to walk over to the side of the ship. You throw that idea out there, and he's like, "You really think it's a good idea to fucking shoot somebody out in shark-infested waters right now?"
Just wait for him to get out there.
Also,
or her to get out there.
where is that damn halfling? I haven't seen her since the battle started.
Well, she's doing what she do. But if I start to point a cannon, I guarantee she'll end up inside of it.
Sorry, go ahead, Verna.
Don't worry, I have consent.
As long as I got rope tying around me.
Just give me that rope.
Okay.
A lot of measurement going on.
35 feet. Yeah, you still all see some fins kind of swimming around the water. This was probably the leftover of the sharks that are now freed from the Sahagans that you guys killed. They're still swimming around out there. It looks like they're just having a feeding frenzy on any of the bodies that were dropped in the water from where any of the ships were destroyed. And again, you still see that mass out there. You can't tell, but it does look like Abran's armor that's just kind of floating out there.
So did they give me the rope? Oh yeah, by the way, hey, how strong is your little robot? Can it pull a line really fast?
It should be able to.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot the other shorty guy. You pull it back in really fast.
Seems ill-conceived. I like it. Everybody on board with this?
Yeah.
Alright, it's up to the DM on how we do this.
Crank thinks it's a good idea.
I mean, if we measure the powder charge just right, and yeah, it could work.
Alright, what do I need to roll to make this happen?
God damn.
What could possibly go wrong, right? Yeah.
A D1.
I'm gonna say somebody roll sleight of hand to load the cannon with the proper amount of gunpowder first.
Don't worry, I got this.
So what do we need to roll to determine how much that is before we even do that?
You suck, bro.
I've got the CR. So
Okay.
Don't forget Jack of all trades on that as well.
So that's at a +1.
yeah, so he makes it.
That's a 15.
Okay.
You know that if you're firing a cannonball, you need a full load of black powder in this thing in order to fire it. Verna is a little less heavy than a cannonball, but you also don't want to destroy her.
Right.
So you feel like you've loaded up. You feel like you've loaded up enough gunpowder in the cannon to be able to get her to the point that you want.
I'm a freaking.
Which cannon are we using? This one?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay, there is now a halfling in a cannon. Captain Frost looks over. Nope, still not completely oblivious. God damn, Sappho.
Alright, fantastic.
Oh
yeah, we got
to walk over to the side of the cannon and have to start strapping the end of the rope to it so that it can pull.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna tie the rope to.
I guess you could roll your Tinker's tools to try and figure out like some kind of mechanism you could work with this thing.
Okay. Okay. Ha!
Ah,
Oh, nice.
There's
I would also
Okay, go ahead.
burn a bardic inspiration on Vern,
Okay.
just in case we need a save.
Verna, as you're climbing into this cannon, Jinx he pulls out his harp and just kind of da 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 da. He's singing his little song. There's not a short person in the gun. Don't pay attention to it. You feel inspired though. You feel like this is a great plan.
blood in, blood out.
Tanvar, you manage to. There's a winch on your automaton. You manage to hook the rope to that winch with no problem. I'm not actually going to do it, but you turn the cannon to face the
bobbing body in the water.
yeah. Who's firing this thing?
Go.
I fire the cannon.
Hold on to your butts. Here we go.
Roll a dex check to where you want to fire, or ping where you want to fire it, and roll a dex check.
Oh my god.
We're going for a direct hit.
This is gonna burn.
Mm.
13. All right, Verna, I need you to roll con.
Whew.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Roll a con save.
Oh shit.
Can't save. Mm. Oh.
Roll your inspiration. I mean, your bardic. Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll your inspiration 1d4.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Should be a one.
A 1d4, huh?
Okay, 17.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a 1d6, by the way.
Oh, it's a 1d6. Okay. I guess it went up. All right, you tie this rope to the halfling. Verna, you kind of shimmy down into the cannon. You pull your mask up over your face. Tie your hair back as much as you can. Jinx, you kind of move the cannon into position. And you light it and aim it pretty close to the splotch. And boom! We're going to pause right here just a moment. Abran, come in the game, please.
Hi, guys.
Abran. You don't feel...
Might not be enough time. There's sharks in the water.
You don't feel anything around you right now. You don't know how you got to this place, but all you can feel around you is cold darkness. You remember distinctly hitting the water was the last thing that you feel. But now you're surrounded in a place that feels almost like stone. Hard rock below your feet and darkness everywhere else. What do you want to do?
I want to gather my senses and try to figure out where I'm at.
Okay, roll perception.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get my character sheet up.
This is ridiculous.
Oof.
19.
Nice.
You look off in the distance and you see something that kind of looks like a dust storm moving towards you. You hear the rumbling of stone. And then you start to hear footsteps, large and heavy, just walking towards you. You still can't make out exactly what it is. But as it gets closer, you see this form that just looks massive, bigger than anything you've ever seen, bigger than the tallest giant you've even heard of in stories. As the form of a giant woman starts walking towards you. Roll a dex check real quick.
Uh-oh.
Dex save or straight dex?
I'll do dex save. 20, okay. Right before she manages to step right where you are, you dive out of the way and kind of let out a yeah. As this large creature looks down towards you and says, "Oh my! I'm sorry! I didn't mean that. I wasn't trying to step on you. Are you okay?"
Where am I? Who are you?
For one thing, you're somewhere you shouldn't be.
And that is, what is?
This is the realm of Yedida, goddess of the Grand Mountain.
Hello? Sister?
Oh, point Neil, very respectful. Ah, goddess, what has happened to me?
You got blown the fuck up.
But how? I was trying to save my friends.
I'm not saying what you did wasn't valiant. Probably not the smartest of moves, but you definitely saved your friends. For that, you have my favor. I think we've talked before, actually.
My memory is... Hold on. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I remember you. You heard me breathing below your feet. You answered my call.
Was that you in the marketplace?
Could be.
That told me to go off? And what started the trek? This journey?
The thing you have to understand about me and my siblings, we work in mysterious ways. You were put in a place where you were meant to be. However, unfortunately, your destiny has not yet been realized.
What was that last part?
She said your destiny has not yet been realized.
I'm dead?
Seems that way.
Oh. Well, as long as my friends are safe.
Best I can tell, they'll
And
be
they're out of
fine.
danger.
Your sacrifice managed to keep them alive for quite some time, it feels. That's not to say that my uncle won't be coming for them anytime soon. But I think they'll be fine. Maybe. I don't know.
Very well. We're now.
She bends down. You feel this huge form just looming over you, and she kind of picks you up and places you in her palm. Unfortunately for you, little one, this is the end of your journey.
Well, I hope I left a mark for my friends and family.
All things carved through stone have the longest lasting impression. I think they'll remember you quite fondly. Unfortunately, all life comes from stone, and to stone all life must return. She kind of motions towards your staff.
Very well. I will follow her. I'll follow you.
I have a better idea. She raises a finger up. May I see that little stick of yours real quick?
Little what?
The thing that you're holding there.
My staff?
Yes.
Here.
She kind of picks it up in her giant fingers, and that's a very beautiful piece of craftsmanship. She picks her teeth with it. Very strong make as well. I tell you what.
My uncle made it for me to help me with my adventures.
Ah, yes, I know your uncle very well. Faldrick Stonefist, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's my uncle. He was teaching me the ways of the druid.
And you've learned those ways quite well, especially to be able to talk to me. I tell you what. Your destiny may be done, but it may not be over completely.
What do you mean, goddess?
I believe you might be able to still help your friends. If you wish.
I do. I do wish.
And I think this, she holds up your staff in between her fingers, is just the conduit we need. She kind of places it down beside you and kind of picks her nose a little bit and wipes it on the staff.
Discussion.
And you see the ram's horn at the end of it. It starts to crystallize as it's encased in amber. For as disgusting as you think this is, it's actually quite a beautiful piece of work. Now, one more finishing touch. She kind of plucks the circlet from your head, the silver and amethyst circlet that you were wearing, and with a motion of her finger, it wraps around the staff itself into kind of an intricate holding for the large chunk of amber that's now encased around the ram's horn. Ah, there we are. How would you feel about this being a new home?
Goddess, that looks amazing.
You were a great hero in life, and you died a hero's death. For this, I can give you solace in knowing that you will be continuing on helping your friends. Now, don't use all this power incorrectly. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be up to you. But do guide whoever finds this relic, and make sure that you keep them on the right path.
I will, goddess. Thank you, goddess.
Now, run along, and who knows, maybe I'll see you in a few thousand years.
As you wish, goddess. Thank you, goddess. I back away, bowing.
As you do so, your form shifts into a yellow light. And the spirit of what remains of you enters into the now amber encased ram's horn on your staff. As she holds it up, some of my best work yet. This will be interesting. She places it back down on the ground, and then her form dissipates immediately. Everything you know goes black. And now there's a halfling flying through the air. Verna, as you are in the middle of the air, you are trying to control yourself as much as possible as you're hurtling towards this giant puddle. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
No.
Let's hope you didn't burn off your good rolls. No.
That's too good.
He did.
This is too perfect.
He's lucky though, right? He's got the halfling thing, right? So.
Yeah, that's on a 1 though.
Rocket Man, he is not.
That's right.
Let's see. Verna, you take 2 points of damage as you slam into the water.
Cannonball.
Hard landing. Belly flop.
Still the greatest idea.
Oh man.
You hit the water with the force of a cannonball. Probably Jenks put too much powder in there. You're not sure. You do feel like your feet are singed a little bit. Your cape's kind of burnt just slightly. As you hit the water, though, you land hard next to this puddle. You see just gore around you. The shark is swimming. It's coming at you right now.
Abran as quickly as possible and tug on the rope to get roped in.
Roll a perception check real quick.
Well, damn.
Actually, roll medical.
Roll a what?
Roll medical.
Medical.
Oof.
I mean, it's Abran's blood.
You don't see a body.
No, you don't see a body. You don't see a body. You do see that fin coming towards you, though, and you also see what looks like Abran's staff.
Staff, I guess, and any body parts.
You do find his jacket as well.
To bring him back.
I don't know.
Actual pieces. There anything water? Like
there's blood. That's all you can find is blood.
I'll grab a vial that like an empty glass and collect his blood.
Alright, you have 1 intricate staff, 1 torn leather cloak, and 1 vial of Abran juice.
Why you gotta call it juice though?
The shark is coming your way very quickly.
Tug on the rope. Hopefully they roll me in.
He bites at you quickly, right as you tug on the rope. I'm gonna give you advantage on that because you've got it hooked up to a winch. So 21. You feel the rope just jerk you back quickly as the shark bites at you. It misses you completely. Let's see. Go ahead and roll another.
Stick my tongue out.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics. Roll acrobatics again, Verna, to try and not slam into the ship.
Christ, guys, you guys can.
Oh no! This has just gotten better and better.
Vernon, you take another 2 points of damage as you the angle on the rope is a little weird, and as you're coming over the railing, you just you slam your back into the rail as you flip back over, and then thud into the iron arms of this giant robot who is now cradling you very gently.
What did?
Wow.
I found some juice.
What did you find?
Abran's jacket and some juice of Abran.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Darius has come up now too, and he looks over and he says, "My God, what happened?"
The dead guy shot
What did
at
you
him.
see out there?
All I saw was a bunch of sharks, dead bodies, a pool of blood. Sharks.
Darius kind of looks at you. No, don't tell me.
May I have the vial or the glass of blood?
Here's the juice.
Thank you.
I can't believe it. The jar? I mean, it's a potion. It's an empty potion bottle that he filled full of it. So probably, what, liter and a half, maybe?
About 2 liters. Okay. Oh. Is this salt water or
This is
fresh
salt water.
water?
This is out in the ocean.
Okay.
By the gods. I can't believe it. They thought... They took everything from us and still they keep taking more! Darius is not looking good right now. Layden's trying to comfort him as much as possible. He just kind of goes up and puts his hand on his shoulder. We did our best, boy. There's not much more we can do. We're getting out of here with our lives as much as we can. We've lost a lot of good people. We lost one of our only hopes, though. It was the entire purpose of this collective to make sure that the champions get back to Xento safely. We failed. Don't be so hard on yourself, boy. No! No. I failed much more than them. I failed all of you. He's going to go back below decks. I'm sorry. It's hard to process all that this is going on. Were you able to find anything else out there?
Believe you.
No, this is all I found.
May I see the staff?
Yeah.
This thing looks different from the one he was carrying before. Oh. Guess the best thing we can do is give it to his cousin or his uncle when we get back to town. I don't...
Back to the boy that was with him.
I'm with that idea.
Let's wait till we get to Xento. I don't want to bother the boy right now. We've all been through too much.
Somebody's gonna have to tell him. Who's closest to him?
A kid that small. A kid that small, I think it's best we wait for his uncle.
Fair. Sad day. Many losses, but we're alive.
Still, Darius is right. We lost one of the champions. It's gonna be harder for us to rebuild without him.
Well, let's get going then.
All right, as the you start moving away from the scene of the battle, it's about a 3-day sail to Xento from Whitecrest. You guys are about a day in now. You talk to some of the refugees. They all seem shooken up. They all stay below decks during the fighting. They don't know what happened. Do you want to tell anybody about what happened to Abran?
We'll make up a story.
We won't tell anybody, right? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Layden and Horse both agree with you that it's probably a good idea to keep it quiet as much as possible, considering the status that you guys have. And with everything that happened, you guys are kind of seen as a beacon of hope right now, and for one of you to have been lost is not a good thing. You have a 2 days journey. Is there anything that you guys would like to do during this time?
What can we do?
You can make things. You can brew alcohol. You can.
Can I meditate?
You can meditate for 2 days if you want.
I guess.
Repeat.
I guess is it too late to like search the body?
You have one body from a Norellian soldier that was still, or one of the Norellian Marines that's actually on the ship. You can check him. You also have the Sahagans.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do some checking.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I'm done rolling for tonight.
I would.
Man, look at that.
Look
Investigation.
at.
Ew.
Let me see. Not getting in the water, just look.
Well, you guys have already passed that at this point.
Oh.
Yeah. It was sinking into the ocean.
Did we get any survivors off the other?
Like nothing at all. Like, it doesn't have to be people.
No.
Just anything.
Everyone on those two frigates died. With the sharks in the water and with the fact that the dragon just obliterated everything. There was nothing else that you could have saved.
No. Fantastic.
The boat on the left?
There was 2 frigates with us at the same time. One on port, one on starboard. And they both got destroyed by the dragon.
Yeah, they both went down.
Oh, yeah, I know. But there's just nothing in the water. It'll have to be people.
Well, you guys have also moved past it at this point. Like you've been on the water for probably about a day and a half right now. And
we're out of the area of the battle.
Right, at the time of the battle was probably about 3/4 of a day. So you're long past where that ship is now.
Are we?
Yes, you do all manage to get a full rest during your time here.
Well, I'm meditating then.
Yeah.
Can I try to craft like maybe a hand crossbow?
You want to craft a hand crossbow?
Yeah, can I do that with wood carving?
With wood carving,
There's no like definitive list anywhere that I found.
I've got
I
one.
remember what I carved.
Give me a second here. Crafting is always weird. What do you have in the way of materials on you right now? Well,
Bought like rudimentary materials, so I probably don't have everything.
I will say.
But we have a boat.
Yeah, did you roll investigation to loot? 7. Okay. You do manage to find some light, like yew sticks and things that you could try and fashion into a crossbow. If you started now, you might be able to finish it by the time you make port. But it's probably going to take you another, I would say, 35 gold in materials to try and make it.
So again, you cut out on that.
It would take you probably another 35 gold in materials to try and make it.
Well, actually, how much does one of these crossbows go for?
35 gold in materials for our hand crossbow?
Yeah, it seems a little pricey. I might just foul it.
Yeah. You got, well, I mean, all you're working with right now is stuff that's on the ship, and he didn't find very good quality materials, so.
Yeah, I'll just wait for him. Can I take some of the woods and just like
actually interacted with the dude that obviously builds shit with the giant robot looking thing and asked him about, I don't have a bag of holding full of shit or anything.
Yo, shorty, you got a bag of holding full of shit? That's metagaming as fuck right now.
I mean, you could have inferred from the guy that like has an automaton. Like, I don't know, roleplay it.
I mean, nobody's talked to Tonvar yet.
Yeah. Yo, Tonvar. Oh wait, I don't know your name. Hey, sure.
Yes.
Where did you come from?
Kind of where we're headed. At least the same continent.
So, those directions. So, did you build that thing?
Life's work, I guess.
Wow. That's what you got.
It's kind of my specialty. I make things.
Well, yeah.
What? Yeah, I do.
Have any materials on you, would you?
I guess it depends on what you want built.
Maybe some any type of wood or like small. Actually, what materials do I need for this?
You need. Hang on, I'm still looking this up. Crafting is a bitch.
I know that's the reason why I don't have any details. 'Cause I couldn't find anything other than.
So a hand crossbow, I'd say, would probably be some sort of metal for the crossbeam, some wood for the body of it.
Yeah.
Trigger mechanism, bowstring.
Yeah. Which I probably quoted you too high earlier, but
I would think so. Heck.
let's see. That's crafting magic items.
It was the April Fool's.
Yeah, there's plenty of rules about that, but just regular.
Yeah.
I'm Tonvar, by the way. And depending on what you need, he finds a nice flat spot and starts pulls out the bag of holding, like pulls entire toolboxes out of it. Starts piling up materials off to the side.
See, I have material. I mean, I have tools. I just need some materials to actually work with.
Well, what are you looking?
Stand by. My imaginary friend is going to tell me what I need.
Processing.
Sorry, God's trying to learn how to craft right now. Give me a second.
Yeah, let me pray for a minute about this.
No. What is that roll for? The fuck?
I misclicked.
I just wanted to make my one crafting proficiency useful.
Mm.
That's all I wanted to do while I had downtime. Ask.
I was not far. It's 25 gold.
20.
Okay.
Go!
I was close. So yeah, it's 25 gold worth of materials.
Still pricey.
Third too high.
Yeah, I already rolled the tooth rolls. I think would be appropriate for a crossbow. Maybe Tinker's tools too for the trigger mechanism if it's that complicated.
Yeah.
He's wanting to craft. I don't think you could do woodworkers tools for the entire thing.
Let's see. Trying to see if it actually says what kind of craft. No, it doesn't say so. I would say yeah, you could probably use woodworking to make a crossbow with it. If you wanted to work together, you could lower the time it takes to make it from 2 days down to probably a half a day. Since Tonvar, you know the actual working mechanisms to these things, you would be able to just double team on it, basically.
That's actually a good idea because then I can spend some time crafting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is what I wanted to make. And I have these materials. And if you can help me with it, maybe we can put together a little hand crossbow.
Sure. Tonvar pulls out his big fat notebook out of the bag of holding. Bring out materials and tools. I've already got a design in mind for the one I just made. I use as well, so it should go actually pretty quickly.
Okay. Let's see.
He starts spreading out the wood and little bits and bobs for the trigger mechanism. So for the string and the actual bow portion, he's already probably has a pre-made bow in there. If not some that could be fashioned into it.
All right, go ahead and roll your Tinker's tools, I guess, and Jinx, roll your wood carving. Are you switching forms for this?
I'm already in Verteran. One with proficiency.
Oh, Vartam is the one? Okay. I thought it was the other guy.
No, I'm in my proficiency, dude.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll your wood carving.
Do we want a Smith's tools roll to put it all together, or cover that, or?
I think Tinker's will cover it because that'll work with the actual trigger mechanics, and the rest of it's mainly wood. So as far as putting it together. So yeah, with that,
generally on a cross part is metal, but
well,
on average,
depending on the build of it, and this is also a light crossbow, so it's going to be primarily made out of wood.
Okay.
Crank makes stuff.
Crank can, but Crank is a smith.
Oh,
yeah. And he needs. Well, actually, can he craft what he was supposed to craft for me? Craft earlier while we're going.
Not on the ship.
Possibly crafting.
Not on the ship.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said not on the ship.
Yeah, because he would need a forge for that. So.
Don't worry, we'll build him one with the Tinker tool.
Until he can become a walking forge.
Until I have the portable workshop magical item, then yeah, we're gonna be we're pretty limited to that.
Yeah, and until Crank can control the raging fire within him to become a walking forge.
I guess that's possible too. Yeah, Warforge do that, I would imagine. Anyway.
So yeah, you two set to work on this during your time while you're on the boat. You managed excuse me. You managed to fashion a fairly decent light crossbow. And actually, since you passed that check, and with that check on the Tinker's tools, you actually make it +1.
Nice.
Nice.
Some of my best work on that.
Nice. Highest plus you have in this game again?
Sorry, say it again?
From the highest you can get from including magical is probably what, plus?
It's +3, I think.
5? Is it really? Okay.
Yeah. I have to go back and check, but I think it's +3.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you could get more than a +1 without imagine benefit.
Yeah. Yeah, so, Allie?
That'll be later.
Well, Jinx, you get a +1 light crossbow.
And while we're still floating along, like I want to make some ammo too.
Okay. You wouldn't need help for that, so I would just say roll woodworking again, though you are kind of running low on materials right now too, so.
I'll loan him whatever you need. But that will mean I'm probably at least wood and things like that.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Can we say?
Pass some arrows too.
Allie, while you're working on this stuff, you're kind of you're looking around a little bit. You see some old barrels. You kind of work some planks off of that. You see some little like splinters of the ship. You start pulling boards off the side of the ship.
Assembling the ship.
You're just like
It's just like shaving bits off of stuff that doesn't really need. It's not load bearing and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you probably won't miss it. You end up making 15 bolts.
Nice.
Nice.
With whatever wood that you've been able to salvage on the ship, but you're completely out of materials now.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. Would anybody else like to do anything during this time period?
The only other thing I would be doing is just repairing the automaton and maintaining my gear, I would guess.
Okay. Automaton.
Because who took this? With
Brad has it, I think.
The staff.
Brad or Darius?
The staff is with Layden at the moment.
No, I have the blood.
Layden. Okay, so the captain probably wouldn't have had us inspect it at all.
You can look at it if you want. He'll let you look at it. I mean, it was your friends.
Okay. I didn't know the guy.
You didn't know the guy, but the rest of them, like, if they wanted to check it, they could.
Yeah. So, without metagaming, there's no real reason I would be inspecting it in particular. So, unless somebody asks me to, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So, I'll just tend to the automaton and making sure that mana cannon is secured and ready to go again if needed.
Roll an Arcana check on the mana cannon, actually.
Okay. Decent.
17. So as you go down below decks to kind of check on the mana cannon to see what the state it's in, you see Horus down there also kind of looking over it as well. Horus, as you know, is the court magician, basically. He's kind of flipping through his book and just kind of scrying some runes, trying to see if he can figure out anything about it. And, he looks down at you and says, "Oh, hello, Master Roderick. How are you today?"
I'm well.
I was just checking over this thing to make sure that it didn't fall apart. It looks all right.
I was going to do the mechanical side of the check.
Oh, if you don't mind, you could. I don't think we have enough power to give it another shot, though.
We have any way to charge your crystals?
No, unfortunately. These things were kind of... We were saving them for a special occasion, I guess you could say.
Special than running from an ancient dragon.
That's true, which is exactly why we had this thing, just in case. Unfortunately, we can't get more power for it, because these crystals are special.
How so special?
They're just very special magical crystals. We can't really get them anywhere else.
So we'll have to find another power source?
Sorry, say it again?
So we're gonna have to find another power source.
Probably, or we could recharge the crystals, but that's going to be nigh impossible to do at this point.
Sure to come up with something.
Well, hopefully. If we manage to find the relic anywhere on our way through the next continent, maybe we could. We had... Sorry?
I totally lost you if you were still talking.
No. He said these crystals, they siphon energy off of the seal of Barclay.
So all I heard was Seal of Barclay.
He's telling you that the crystals themselves actually siphon energy from the seal of Barclay, which was the relic that they were trying to find.
From the seal.
That's the relic that they were trying to find before. They had been using the relic as kind of like a protective barrier, as you saw on the actual ships. But it acts as kind of like a protective force around whatever vessel it's on as it's traveling. But they were able to siphon some of the energy from it into those crystals to use as miniature barriers. And then Horus was actually able to channel the energy from that one crystal into the mana cannon to power it. That's how he was able to get so much energy, but it is now completely depleted. So,
am I familiar with the method of energy is transferred, and possibly any other sources of that?
You could roll. I guess you could roll another Arcana check, or maybe in general intelligence, but it is a very highly guarded. Yeah, it's a very highly guarded secret within the royal family. So only a few people.
It was unlikely. I'm sure the DC.
Yeah.
So, I didn't anticipate.
Not many people. Okay. Not many people know exactly how that works. And probably Horus is the only one that really knows how to do it. He's really been the only one doing the research. So, and he's not really willing to give up that secret.
Right. Well, of course, we'll get back to charge things up. But I'm going to make sure everything's mechanically working with the deployment mechanism and cannon itself mechanically.
All right. Hopefully we'll be there in a couple of days. I'm sure the rest of them are still trying to get over the loss of their friend.
I didn't know him, but even try.
He was a very nice young man. He saved them quite a few times, from what I heard. Anyway, good luck with your work. I'll see you later.
Good night.
And he'll walk off.
Yo, it's
does anybody else like to do anything while the ship is sailing?
Can I fix my...
Yeah, you can. you can work on trying to...
You singed toes.
Yeah, Verna, your leather boots took a little bit of damage from the cannon shot, and your face mask and neckerchief kind of got singed a little bit.
Can I go to Verna to get the jacket?
Yeah, you can go talk to her if you want.
Yeah, let me go talk to her. Hey, do you use jacket?
Yes, I do. I hope.
Do you mind if I take it? Thank you. Alright, I'll take it and return to wherever I'm staying.
Okay.
So how do I fix my clothes?
You're not proficient with any kind of leatherworking tools or anything, are you?
Ooh.
Another tie-in with the new PC. Wait.
Wherever I'm staying, is there a mirror?
Wait, sorry, everybody was talking at once. What was that?
Oh.
Oh. Tonvar has leatherworking tools.
Yeah.
My Tinker Gnome, I have proficiency in Tinker tools, Thieves tools, leatherworking tools, Smith tools, and woodworking.
Do you have all those tools on you?
Yes, I have a bag of holding.
Oh my god.
Tools and materials. Yes. I have 500 pounds worth of tools and materials, including the rest of my gear.
Fuck prestidigitation. Y'all got Tonvar.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have the cantrip.
Also,
prestidigitation. So if it's a simple repair, I can handle that. Mending, if it's something else like that.
Well,
yes, that's what my character does. This is my thing.
Y'all don't know what it is about this gnome that started following you guys, but you feel like you're gonna be looking fresh the entire time.
Especially ones all white out.
so fresh and so clean.
Need that for that. Jesus.
So yeah, I would say, Verna, your repairs on your clothing is not a problem.
Okay.
If you want to roleplay your interaction, asking me to help you with it, great. If we don't, I don't care. Just entirely with this character, it's crafting and repairs and tinkering and shit. So. I'm a gnome. I'm a tinker gnome. It's rock. Yeah.
If you carry all that weight.
I have a bag of holding.
He has a damn bag of holding.
Yeah.
That he made.
Craft me a bag of holding.
He can actually do that.
I can't actually do that. Yeah.
He can actually craft the entire party bags of holding.
Well, share.
I'm gonna interact with the new gnome that's in your group.
Nobody's
So I
talking
kidnapped the gnome. That's not true. I talked to him. We had a great conversation about him making.
At our first interaction, we built a crossbow together. There's that bridge. Like, it's starting. Great.
Yeah, there you
Character development. There you go. So, me and Jinx are starting that part, yeah.
Oh, question. Is there a mirror in wherever I'm staying?
I'm sure you can.
Or on the ship at all that I would know?
You can roll investigation and try and find a reflective surface.
Yeah, let me do that.
We know how important those are to bards.
Think you're doing Ellie?
Yeah, let me find. I don't know.
You can't find an actual mirror. There is one that's in Layden's cabin, but he kind of closes the door in front of you and just says no.
He kind of closed his door.
You
Let's
do
open that door and get the mirror.
You do manage to find a barrel of water, though, that you can kind of see your reflection in. What are you changing yourself into?
To Abran.
Abram.
Oh.
He's creating a new form that is Abram. So.
Okay. So as you put the jacket on, you remember exactly what he looks like. You change your form, and you see the form of Abram looking back at you.
Yeah.
All you have is his jacket, though. You don't have the rest of his clothes.
Yeah, that's fine. This is just a replicate. Like, persona-wise. Well, not persona-wise, but mask-wise.
Somewhere thousands of miles away, a dwarf sneezes.
Don't worry, buddy.
They're just, oh my god! Just imagine the schisms in this creature's psyche as he starts to like take on dead adventuring partners.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna get. Anyway, yeah. So you have a new persona, Abran.
Abran gave away his new PC.
Nobody saw that. No one saw
Nope.
that. Anyway.
No. Moving right along.
Moving along. Anyone else got anything else they want to do while they're on the boat?
Yeah, we can assume that everybody's like caught on to the gnome being good at repairing shit. So if you have stuff that needs done, like
over time, I just store his jacket and then I go back, change appearance back to. Actually, I change appearance to Jill and go.
Okay.
Tonvar will be tinkering, repairing, helping keep things running, making sure the automatons. If the captain asks him to inspect the staff, he will, but he's not going to go beyond to try and poke fun at it or check it out. Because unless it was some came out of the water, and if you saw it, like it would have caught his eye at that point. So that's up to you. But yeah.
Oh god.
If that's something that. What the hell?
Now we know the real reason why Jinx wanted that jacket.
Oh,
oh my. He's gonna look at that young girl and say she would do such. You're all perfect.
All
right, so it's getting about just a little after midday on the third day, and you hear a guy up in the crow's nest. He'll shout out, "Lando!" As you look off into the distance, you see what looks to be a rocky shoreline and a beach. But you also see a port area with many larger ships that are moving in and out of it. Not too dissimilar from the port of Barclay. A little bit smaller though. But it's very much a sight that many of you are used to seeing. As
similar structure.
Yeah, very similar structure. As the Immortal pulls into dock in the city of Xento. And at this point, we will take a break for probably about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to it.
I'll be back.
Yeah, don't break that. Yeah, new appearance to change too. Okay, I need more people to die now.
You are not going to kill your entire party just so you can take their personas.
I'm not going to kill them intentionally. That would require some type of chaotic, more evil based. I'm not evil.
It's true.
But that doesn't stop me if something bad happens. I mean, hell, I guess I could take their persona while they're alive. Well, I could take a mask.
I have heard some DMs play that off for changelings, though, that they can only take personas of characters that have died.
Yeah. Fully taking personas. That's actually how I'd rather play it. Yeah. But just changing my facial appearance, just to be a dick, That's totally different from taking a persona.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're trying to convince a guy to kiss a guy.
Right. But my god is weird.
Your god?
Yeah. The one that follow.
Which god is that? Yourself?
The Traveler.
Let's see. Well, since I have a homebrewed pantheon, I have a god that you can use for that. It's kind of the same thing.
Oh, similar to the Traveler.
Yeah.
Works for me.
It is Denagi, goddess of the windswept plains, which is basically like a goddess of the road.
I'm sorry, you broke up like during that whole thing.
It is essentially a goddess of the road, but she's a plains goddess.
Oh boy.
Open expanses, things like that.
That's a fantastic one for me to follow. It's a lot to do with, the road, freedom, travel. Thing.
But there is also a god of the, I believe the Jubilant Festival is what I called him? Yeah, the Jubilant Feast.
What's the god?
What did I read for him?
Orgies? Because
Basically.
I could follow a god of orgies.
Basically.
Oh shit, now I'm conflicted.
He's kind of like Bacchus, honestly. Song, dance, art, laughter, gambling, and alcohol.
Oh, goodness.
Laughter and alcohol? We're talking about a god of like something? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
I'm guessing not.
Look at he's typing.
What the hell?
He says, hey, Prince, like that character. I like that. He's just deep. Well, he's back on.
All right. Are we good to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't tell this character sheet what stuff's in my bag of holding, though, so it's yelling at me about it being over carrying capacity. Oh well.
I'm not sure how to actually put carrying capacity on those sheets.
Yeah. It's over. It's calculated automatically, apparently.
Interesting.
Because it's yelling at me about being over capacity. There's a formula in there for, like, based on your strength.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I think you have to put weights in for each of the items that you're holding as well. And I have
you have
that for anybody.
It there for it to count it all up, and then yeah. It's just the majority of the weight of the stuff that I've got is actually in a 15-pound bag of holding. So.
Yeah.
So because the actual, like, if I total up what I actually have out on me, would be like 40 pounds, but it says I have 152, not including just raw materials worth of stuff. But yeah.
So outside of it, all the stuff. Long rest during that trip.
Yeah. You guys you managed to get a long rest during your trip. Obviously, everybody didn't sleep very easily because of the events that have taken place. Everyone's still kind of shaken up by everyone's loss. I'm assuming, anyway.
Yeah.
If it's not that, it's, being pushed out of your new home and, where you've been living, and people are going to be upset for various reasons, yeah.
The Immortal starts to pull into dock in the port town of Xento. It's not a huge city. It's definitely larger than Barclay, but it's not that big. It is right there.
Okay.
So you traveled from here to here. As you were traveling, Layden kind of points out some of the islands and things that are around you. He does make note that many of the islands that are out in the middle of that part of the ocean right now are controlled by the Empire. Several of them have little outposts and bases that are on them. It's how they kind of managed to keep a watch on the ocean, but him being a privateer, he was able to steer away from them fairly easily. Even though the Norellian Empire does not have a very large navy, it is covering a lot of ground. So,
So, as far as like knowledge of this continent, obviously, said he was from here, but would any of the rest of us know anything about the continent?
You would. You have traveled there quite a few times, actually. Especially in your 7 years since the battle at Roland Stand. So you've traveled to a few of the coastal towns and things. You've gone to a few of the bigger cities. You have been to the main city of Brigada on this continent. It's the Free State of Brigada. Yeah, Brad doesn't know anything. Brad's been in Barclay most of his life, so he doesn't really know much outside of that continent. Jinx, you could roll history with advantage if you want to find anything about Brigada.
Sure.
23? Yeah, Tonvar would know.
I mean, I would have been rolling with advantage since I'm from the continent as well.
True.
Or whatever. You didn't need it.
So jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So 15.
So both of you made it.
Yeah.
It is the Free State of Brigada. It is the other city that actually beat the Norellian Empire's champions.
Interesting.
As you remember from way back then, there was only one other city that has actually beaten them. Everywhere else has either paid tribute and given in, or just been completely wiped off the map. This is the only
continent, the Free State of Brigada, or is there other?
There are other countries within this continent. This area is Brigada, and Xento is one of the main port towns within Brigada.
Okay, so we landed here.
Yeah.
And then that over here is like the capital. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Which it kind of makes up like from here to about there, kind of an arc.
Okay.
Okay, so this little area. Okay,
Obviously,
I get it.
political lines aren't drawn because they're kind of shifting.
Right. Debatable the whole time.
Especially with the Norellian Empire on the move again. Many countries are disappearing off the map completely as they fall under the Empire's rule. So, but as you guys travel, you could redraw the map if you want. Shut up, Brad. God.
20 feet. Maybe just the map is 20 feet. It's just a really big map.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
As
You
you
gotta change your scale for the scale of the map, so that's 20 units. So it doesn't necessarily need feet.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, as the ship is pulling into port, you see buildings that are they're made out of wood. They don't really look like they've been built to withstand like the weather on the ocean or anything like that very much. It looks very much like a small western town. As you look further into the city, you do start seeing like some nicer higher class houses and things like that. And as you start getting toward the main gate as well, you do start seeing, like, what you assume to be the seat of power within the city itself, which would have the nicest houses and where probably all the nobles and things within the city live. But as you're pulling in, you see dock workers all over, people moving crates, you see smaller boats that are around you. There are people who are looking at your ship, which is, at this point, heavily damaged. Even for it being the Immortal, it still looks rough. Some people kind of notice it looks like some boards have been pulled away from one of the sleeping quarters. Nobody knows what that's about.
Nobody would know anything.
That's kind of unusual, but hey, whatever. Could make cannonball, termites, who knows. But yeah, as you're pulling in, people start pointing. They notice the masthead. They notice the crests on the ship. They know that this is a Barcelian ship, and given the events that have happened at this point, word has traveled. They can kind of see what everyone has been through. People are gasping at the sight of this, that anyone has been able to make it out of that side of the world alive is incredible.
All right, well, we're going to have some word of mouth about us automatically. Good.
Yeah. Good. So, as Captain Frost, he gets his crew to lay down the gangplank. He shouts at everyone, "All ashore that's going ashore. Welcome to the town of Xento. I guess this is the best we got for now."
Captain, should we be looking for the Immortal? What are your plans?
We're just going to moor here for a little bit. I don't know how long we're going to be staying. We'll figure all that out in a little bit whenever we can.
We should probably figure out how warm our welcome is before we make any plans.
Fair enough.
Says a tiny little girl.
And who?
Don't worry about it, honey.
The rest of the group, questioningly. Okay then. So this one Spike is speaking for us now. Okay. Guess I got a lot to learn. Captain, you know what the hell's going on here.
Oh, why everybody's being so quiet? I mean, I can kind of understand, but we have kind of an idea. Really, we were just going to try and see if we could start grabbing some mercenaries from this city. I don't know what else Captain Darius has planned, or Commander, excuse me.
How many mercenaries do you want?
It's going to take quite a bit. Part of the Iron Tempest initiative is to try and take back the land.
How much gold, Captain? I mean, we're working on string budget, I'm assuming.
That's what I'm worried about too.
We have
mercenaries slung money.
Better than gold, Captain.
Now, what's that, lad?
We have liquid gold.
Son.
Well, if you can buy an army with your beer, then more power to you.
Boy, I like the way you think, but it's going to take quite a bit. As everyone starts...
Well, first step is to make sure that we don't have to leave immediately, right? So, who's good at taking the temperature of the room, as it were?
Go ahead and roll perception check, everybody.
Do what?
Perception.
Everybody, or?
Everyone, yeah.
Why? Exact same roll as before.
Brad, your alcohol's starting to get a little weak. You might want to start brewing some more. Automaton looks. Verna, you gonna roll?
Did we lose him?
I don't
Uh,
See,
Oh, there you go.
wondering
That's why
why I'm
people have been
talking.
so quiet.
Yeah. What do you want me to roll? I'm sorry.
know. Perception.
Perception.
Perception. Perception. Perception. There you are.
Crank doesn't see shit. Man, you guys blind apparently. Tonvar, as you as
Yeah.
everyone's unloading, like they're still kind of shaken up by things. As you're unloading your automaton and some of the crates and things out onto the dock, you look over and you see what looks like a processional of very finely dressed ladies. And behind them, you see a very large man who is dressed in what looks like a very fine white leather jerkin, and it looks like he actually has a cowboy hat on.
Cowboy hairstyle. Oh, we got the white sheriff or something. All right. Okay. What else do I notice?
You see him kind of take a neckerchief out of his pocket and just kind of dab his neck a little bit. As he walks over to your dock. He sees everyone unloading and sees this mass amount of people.
Motion to the captain. I'll just motion to the captain. Point him out. Look at this dandy.
Layden looks over. Who the fuck is that? Oh shit!
Gross. It looks important.
The man kind of walks up to all of you, and he looks around at this mass amount of people that's just gotten off this boat, just like, now what do we have here? Looks to me like we've got a mass of refugees coming into my city.
For whoever wants to actually talk.
Ooh, Zim, you are staticking quite a bit.
Sorry.
So, are you the person in charge of the city?
That I would be, young lady. Let me introduce myself. My name is Cornwallis Higgins. I am the mayor here of Xento.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. My name is Jill.
Aren't you just the prettiest little thing? I'd like to welcome you all to my fine town here. I would just like to know one little thing. What the hell are y'all doing here?
So, I'm going to explain to him who we are, along with the most recent situation. The dragons in the chase.
Yeah. Darius has come up at this point too. He still looks a little bit shaken, but he knows he has to kind of be in front of things. He kind of joins in with you and says, yeah, Honorable Mayor, I'm sure you've heard what our situation's like. Oh, I have. Why don't you all follow me into my office? We can talk about this a little bit more. It's right back this way up in the High District. We can talk a little bit more there where it's not so god-awful hot out here.
Okay. I agree to go.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest of the people. I ain't gonna speak to everybody.
Yeah. Might as well. You'll hoe? I mean...
He'll...
Brad
he
will hoe.
didn't ask for that yet, but...
Brad will hoe. He's already in a new city. He's already whoring himself out.
I will go as well.
Okay.
Should we be looking for like something to revive? You know.
There's no body.
No.
We have no parts.
No.
Yeah, I don't think the blood's going to be enough for a resurrection. I think
you have a vial of Abran.
And again,
out of
afford a
character.
resurrection.
Yeah, out of character. It sounds like he was writing his character out of the story anyway. So.
Well,
Yeah.
I did my best. It worked.
We can pursue it, but I don't think it'll go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, it
Good
would make
force
sense.
revive. Oh my god, I want to do this now. It's too bad we got
God, you're gonna turn Abran into a slime. A revenant slime. Jesus.
Create a homunculus out of the blood. Just trap his soul in a homunculus.
Which, as an artificer, is a thing you can do.
my god. This is great.
They don't need to know I can do that.
Okay, anyway.
Too
So, your party plus Horace and Darius is going to go with you. Layden's going to stay back and kind of help the refugees get off the ship. Mayor Higgins is going to keep a guard regiment there with the ship, though nobody's allowed to walk around through the city just yet. He's going to take you to his office. It's a very nice, very large mansion, very intricate detail on every single one of the columns that's on the front. Very fine wood on the inside. It almost looks to be inlaid with gold leaf. It's a very, very extravagant place. You just smell the scent of lavender as you walk inside. Very, very, very fancy, very foppish mansion. He takes you into his main office. He looks at you and, big guy, would you please close the door behind you? He says to Crank, and Crank just kind of and closes the door. Crank's been very quiet through this whole situation. That rage inside of him is probably building to a point that you guys need to be scared, considering what he's done in the past. He kind of looks over at all of you and says, Now that we are out of the eyes of the prying minds, you all may speak freely. I do apologize, but rumors tend to travel kind of quickly within this town. I didn't want y'all to be slandered before you even got a chance to set foot in. Darius kind of looks at him and says, yeah, you've obviously heard of our situation, as you said. We don't know where else to go. The Empire has completely taken over the Western continent. Eastern continent. They've completely taken over the Eastern continent. We've got no ground forces left. Our king's been murdered. They even killed one of our champions. We've lost so incredibly much. We don't know what else to do. It sounds like y'all are in a bit of a pickle. And it would be,
Yeah, it's a bit of a nut.
I would agree. It also seems like it's a very Norellian flavored pickle, and that is not one that we like to crunch on much around here. Though you do know of the state of the Free State of Brigada, I do believe so, yes.
Yes.
Then you know of our history with the Empire.
It's the only other country to provide champions and win.
I like this girl. She is sharp as a tack.
Smiles flirtily at him.
You see this kind of very large, sweating man just kind of wink at you. It's kind of creepy.
Kind of what?
It's kind of creepy considering your age.
It's okay.
Or your perceived age. He motions back to the rest of you. Considering who you're dealing with, we tend to not get into political matters, but since it's them sons of bitches, I gotta say, we would have no greater pleasure than to assist you as much as we could. What exactly is it that y'all are trying to achieve here?
You broke up there, Matt.
No. Fuck. He says, considering who it is that y'all are fighting against, we would be very much obliged to help you as much as we could. What is it that y'all are trying to achieve in my city?
We need to find people that can fight.
Crank looks over and just says, we're gonna kill them all. And Darius is just like,
Yeah,
well...
what the big guy said.
Yeah, exactly. We were thinking about trying to find some mercenaries to see if we could build an army. We don't know we don't have much money. We don't know exactly how far that'll get us, but we'll take whatever we can get. Well, I'll tell y'all what. Since y'all are such good friends of our fine country here, Barclay and forgot the name of the other place I was looking at. Yeah.
Damn name of my own country has slipped my mind.
Have to apologize. The heat around here is giving me the vapors. The fact that the country of Barclay and the fine free state of Bogota have such a wonderful relationship together, but to begin with, we can provide you some assistance. Now, I will say, we aren't going to look too highly about you running any kind of military campaigns out of here on the surface. But what we can provide to you is a base of operations, we should say.
That in itself will be a big help. Oh.
What I have to give to you, down in the lower districts next to the port, kind of close towards the outside of the town, there's an old bar. I think with a place like that, you might be able to set up a shop.
An old bar?
Yeah, an old bar. With a place like that, y'all might be able to set up shop, get your feet on the ground. Maybe we see what happens from there.
We're very grateful for that. And it's, you would be willing to give.
Well, now, we can't really give you much help monetarily. However, this being the great city of Xento, money talks, and talk is money. If y'all are willing to help some of the fine folks around here,
try to persuade him to help us out monetarily in a very seductive.
I mean, you can try.
Okay, I would like to try. What do I roll?
Roll persuasion.
Is that everybody or just
24.
Holy balls.
I'm not rolling persuasion.
Is Conrad there? I forgot. I don't think I heard if you said I stayed back to help unload or if I went
Did you go with them?
along. I would have possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, so you went with them.
I thought I said I did.
Yep,
Okay. Yeah.
you went with them. Cool. So he beats you with a 28.
Jeez. Really?
Yep.
This is bullshit.
This guy's obviously got a lot of fucking charisma. 28. Can I even roll that? Nope, I can't roll that. Okay.
Oh, sweetie, you are just precious. Like I said, though, we can't exactly give you any kind of monetary compensation on the surface. That wouldn't look too good for us politically, especially considering that we are trying to keep ourselves on this fine line between the actual empire and the rest of our neighbors. However, as I was saying...
Or maybe we could work out some sort of mutually beneficial arrangements. We need...
Well, as I was saying...
something under the table, as it were.
We might be able to work something out. As I was saying, money talks and talk is money. And if y'all are willing to help some of the free folk around here, some of these fine citizens of the city of Xento, Free State of Brigada might actually be willing to help y'all just a little bit.
Okay, where are these people? What exactly do they need help with?
My suggestion to you would be to go out into town, talk to people, see what you can get done for them. Odd jobs, things like that. You can get paid in gold, or they could pay you in Bergatin marks. Now, with that, and he is going to hand you all a pamphlet.
So, are we getting the bar anyway?
Yes, you are getting the bar.
Oh.
With those marks, the way they work is they can be exchanged for gold, but you have to have a license, so to say, to actually do the exchanging. However, you can procure them. You may use these marks to actually pay for services around the city. With this bar that we're giving you, I can actually give you the name of a very fine builder as well, to kind of help you expand upon it if you want. And he gives you this the pamphlet out to everyone. It goes by the name of Damrick Keggut. He is very, very good at what he does. Some of the best builders in the city. Built this very mansion you see yourselves. And okay, does everybody see the pamphlet here?
Negative.
Damn. Savage.
Shut up, Brad. Okay, show the players.
Yeah, there he goes.
There
it works.
Okay.
Am I supposed to read
I'll read it out for you.
all this?
Memo. Expansions to your new home and or business. Greetings! I am Damrick Keggut, Chief Engineer and Foreman of the Keggut Expansion Company. We specialize in a variety of special additions to make your home or business a wee bit more hospitable. We guarantee speedy work and expert craftsmanship no matter the challenge. Below is a list of expansions we have available to you. If you desire anything a bit more martial, we can also take on military contracts. Those options, however, will be made available on request. And so he lists down here the expansions that you have available to this bar that you're being given. You can get a kitchen that requires a chef, however, for 500 marks. You can use it to cook. You can sell the food. Cooking sometimes will give you special bonuses throughout the day. You can get an Arcanium that requires a wizard for 1,000 marks.
Where do we get our marks?
He was explaining that if we do side quests for people in the town, you can either get gold or marks. Trade in town for this in particular.
Yeah. My connection to the server has been interrupted. Well, that's not good. There we go. You can get an Arcanium, which requires a wizard, for 1,000 marks, and this will provide you with potions, scrolls, a little bit of research. You can use any of that to help you on your journeys there. For 500 marks, you can get access to a library, which would increase your knowledge of the surrounding area. If there's anything you would need to know history-wise, you can do research there, and basically find out anything you want to know. For 100 marks, you can get an Airy, which is basically a personal mailing service. You can have any kind of small flying creatures that you want to use to be able to fly out and send messages around to people, or actually get mail yourselves. You can build a temple that requires a priest, however, for 1,000 marks. And through this, you can pay for any kind of clerical services if you want to bless weapons, if you want to heal, remove curses, if there's a problem with undead, ghosts, things like that, they can take care of that for you. You can have a garden that does require a druid. Sad face. Within the garden, you can use it to grow food that can then be used in your kitchen, or you can sell it off to businesses around you. There's also a barn, which can be used to raise animals. Same purpose. Use it for food or sell the animals off. And a chicken house. I don't think I have to explain that one. And there's also a stable. Also requires a druid. All these require a druid. But that you can use to store any mounts that you're able to raise. You can, for 500 marks, get a trophy room that you can use to display any kind of items that you find within your journey. You can also use it as mild storage, but mainly it's just to show off, basically. You can get a bathhouse, which would help to kind of lift morale for all of your employees, or lift morale for your party, or any of the mercenaries or soldiers that you end up hiring eventually. You can get a brewery, which can be used. It does require a brewmaster, however. There is already a brewery.
We got one of those.
Whoa, Buzz. Sorry. There is a brewery already tacked onto this particular bar, so it is not a very high mark cost to repair that brewery. It is in disrepair, but it can be used to brew alcohol to sell in the bar itself. You can sell it around to the town. You can use it for infusion practices, for creating any kind of special brews or anything to take with you. You can. You can put in a fight pit. However, that does require a priest, and it also requires a bookie to handle the betting. It's 1,000 marks, and you can use that to practice brawling. You can use it to try and train each other a little bit. You can gamble in there as well. But again, needs a priest to heal everybody afterwards. Needs a bookie to handle the money. You can put in an extra storage area for a library, a pantry, dry goods, anything like that, to just hold extra stock. But that is 1,000 marks. But that anything you find on your journeys, you can keep there. There you can put in a workshop that you can use to tinker. You can use to have access to a forge, woodworking tools, anything like that. If you want to try and work with your mechanics, you can do that too. Let's see. Oh, I did miss one part. You could also put an inn, which requires at least 3 servants and 3 maids. It is 2,000 marks, but they're very nice rooms, and you can use this to actually make money off of people who stay there.
There you go, Abran.
The only guy that cared about brothels is... Nobody cares.
That is incorrect.
We just need booze now.
And also within your bar, after your first expansions are repaired, and after the place itself gets repaired,
Hello?
Sorry? after everything gets fixed, you will also have a quest board that will show up in your bar. That if there is anyone who has very specific quests that need to be done, those will show up there. You can choose to take them on yourselves, or if you actually end up hiring mercenaries or soldiers later on, you can send them out to take care of those. Just however you want to handle those. Underneath all of the expansions, you see another note from Dammit Keggut. He says, "For any employees that you need to hire, we also offer a headhunting service for anyone looking for work. As you expand, you'll get a quest board that will not only supply you with extra work, but also attract more people that you can select for hire. Each employee costs 50 marks initially to sign on, and this covers the cost of building new rooms for them. They can be paid returns from your business or out of pocket should you so choose. Look forward to such positions as a maid, a cleric, a druid, an artificer, a bookie, a cook, a bartender or a barmaid, a waitress, a wizard, an information broker, a bouncer, or a bodyguard." So that's all available to you guys if you want to look at it. Mayor Higgins kind of looks back to you and says, "So then, this is what we have to offer for you. I will say too, and we'll just kind of keep this one under the table, I will offer you, let's say 2,000 marks to get you going."
Is that like split between everybody, or 1,000 just total? I don't know.
It's just 2,000 total.
They're going to be split up for each.
I mean, you can split them up if you want. However, what these are used for, it's not gold. It's basically like credits. So whatever you're going to be using this on is going to be large expansions that will benefit everyone. So,
well, yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
So you can split it if you want to, but it's probably not a good idea to.
So we start making shit that we can make money with. Brewery up and running, get a barmaid.
I like the way you think.
Start making some money.
I will say it'll probably be about 500 marks to get the place repaired as is. Any other expansions you want to do, you can use the remaining 1,500 to do what you will. Anything past that, you'll have to earn that on your own. And as Master Keggut said, if there's any martial expansions that you're looking at, say, I don't know, start building up walls or trying to form a little rebellion, you can take care of that too, but I didn't say that. Darius is...
So is this also going to serve as our personal residence during this?
Yes. So when they finish repairing the bar, there will be rooms for everyone. There will be... Well, I'm not going to tell you everything until you get in there. But you will have a residence there, basically.
Okay.
So we're going to be here a while.
It looks that way. If we can stage our attacks from here, that would be great. Well, now I didn't say nothing about that. Of course, I didn't hear that either.
Trust me, Mr. Mayor. We're not over anxious to go running back away from.
I don't blame you, son. What them Neuralians did to you was damn right shameful. It was up to me, I'd pop a cap on all them sons of bitches as soon as I got a chance to. Unfortunately, I don't have that right. About this time you hear knocking on the door. One of the women that was with him before kind of pokes her head in and says, excuse me, Mayor Higgins? Yes, darling, what is it? there's a group of dwarves out here. They said they came from Barclay also. Ah, send them in, please do. Are these friends of yours? Do y'all know any of them? Yeah, Brad, meditation's really not helping you much. You really need to start drinking.
No, I will in a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Alright, who freaking rigged this?
Yeah, we're all just like,
Blaming me, but fuck.
oh, how's he gonna go? Nah.
We could have been somewhat soonish because of work tomorrow.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Reaching a good. Cool.
Yeah, we're getting there. Verna, go ahead and roll perception real quick.
And none of us recognize these dwarves. Or remember that these are Abram's people, bro. Should stop. Yeah.
Considering.
Or did Crank show here?
Crank, yeah, no, he's got to roll for Crank. There we go.
Hey,
That's gotta
somebody knows.
It's hard for me not to when I'm trying to like help move the story along.
Yeah.
Because of bad rolls.
Crank looks down, just says Master Stonefist. And everyone sees Abran's uncle and a small legion of dwarves and his adopted parents walk into the room. Valdric Stonefist just looks at everyone and says, "Ah, how y'all doing? And good to see everybody made it here. Where's Abran?"
Just look at him.
So I'll be honest with you. There was an incident in which had gotten a little hungry, and the halfling did it.
I don't think he's still wearing it. He did say he was putting it away.
No, I put the jacket away.
Yeah, he did say he put it away after he changed form.
Oh gods, no! Don't tell me it's so. At that point, you hear from the back of the crowd. You just hear, "No! Tell me it's not true."
Oh, I hate that he's breaking up right now because this is one of my favorite voices.
Tell me it's not true.
I'm sorry. Who's got his staff?
The captain still does.
Captain gave it to he gave it to Darius.
Oh, Darius. Okay.
Yeah. So Darius has it now.
Yeah. Darius. Could you provide his staff back to his people?
He died valiantly trying to help us fight off an ancient dragon, so I'm sure the bards will have stories and songs of him.
Indeed, they will.
And you see Corba Rangor kind of move out in front of you, which is his half-orc mother, and Alaran, his half-elf father, kind of stride forward. She seems upset. He tries to comfort her, and he said, Alaran looks at you all. At least he died, protecting all of you. Corbin just lets out a wail. Why? Why did they take him from us? He was such a good boy. He did not mean to hurt anyone. He only wanted to live, make money, make people happy.
He died a hero's death. The lives of everybody in this room.
Nothing makes my heart feel better knowing that. He did not deserve this. He was meant for so much more.
You can rest assured, he will definitely be avenged.
Faldrick just looks at all of you. Did you find anything left of him? And Darius kind of looks at him and says, yes, sir. All we were able to recover really was his staff. And he pulls it out and hands it over to him. Faldrick holds it in his hands. This feels different. There's a warmth. He died a hero. We will remember him as such. Brad, you still have the you still have the remains, right?
I have the blood.
What's remaining of the remains, I guess.
The essences that were left in the water.
Remains-ish.
I mean, I just have the blood. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. Please.
So don't worry about the jacket. Everybody keeps worrying about this jacket. Don't worry about it.
I mean, you can roll deception.
Who's rolling perception?
Deception.
Oh.
Jinx.
Jinx.
Oh, great. I have to roll something.
The juice is mine. Hey!
Yeah, there we go.
I guess that's it then. Somebody needs to tell Flint. Flint! Come up here.
Who's Flint? Looking around at the group.
Aye, Uncle.
I don't know.
What is going on?
Abran didn't make it, lad.
No. What happened?
He died a hero. Apparently he was trying to save his friends here.
Friends? Are these the lot that he went off?
Aye. I think you know the big gold one right there.
Ah, yes! Many a night putting away the liquid that find your pure form of ale. How?
Well, we've been better. How are you doing?
I'm kind of, now that I see you...
Well, buddy, I got just the thing when we get out of here.
Good, sounds pretty good, my friend. I see a halfling here. I don't like this one.
Don't worry. Most of us don't really care.
Ouch.
Uncle,
Aye.
aunt, uncle. We must give brother a for burial.
We don't have much left of him. Just the staff. We could, excuse me, Ellerin looks at all of you. We could hold a bonfire in his honor at least.
We could what?
Abran's dad says that you all could hold a bonfire in his honor.
Whatever would be fitting for his people. I'd say we do it.
And Mayor Higgins looks at everyone and just... Well, I see y'all have a little bit of catching up to do. I'll let y'all leave for the time being. Let me know of any expansions you want to have made, and I will get them right over to Master Keggut. And once more, welcome to Xento. And he ushers you all out.
Thank you, Mayor. Bye-bye now.
We'll flash cut quickly to very warm evening out on the beach. A large pyre has been built in Abran's memory. Brad, what little of
Bust out a keg of... You said there was 5 kegs on the boat. We're going to drink one of them tonight.
Yep, there's 5 kegs of Rising Sun on the boat.
Yeah, well, you drink one of them tonight.
Yeah. The only way you can celebrate a true dwarven hero is by drinking and fighting. And that happens a lot tonight. Corba Rangor pulls you all over during the middle of the celebration and says to you, "Promise me one thing. If you find that son of a bitch dragon, I want you to rip his heart out. Bring it to me. And I will fashion the most beautiful necklace from it."
That's vivid description.
She is a half-orc.
Auntie, I will go with him and make sure that it is to do it to myself.
You're a good boy.
Well, who said you?
I don't know. You're a good boy, Flint. You were always there for him.
We were like brothers, Auntie. You know this.
Maybe you can hold... He can.
Bring it on, laddie! Let's do it.
He was always a bit of the lightweight, yes.
Yeah, let's get drunk.
Boy, do I have some stories about Abran.
Faldrick kind of comes up to you, Flint. Oi, lad. If you're thinking of going with this lot, you might want to take this with you. And he hands you Abran's staff. You take it?
I take it. I feel something.
As you hold the staff, you feel that warmth. You seem to almost feel a glow coming from the large rock on the end of it. You see faint runes light up around the leather grip around the middle of it. And as you hold this staff in your hands, you hear a voice.
What voice is that? Abran?
Oh, we got dwarves talking. Boy, here.
It is Abran.
I thought I was crazy.
Abran,
He said.
what happened? What happened, brother?
He says that yes, it is Abran. But you can call him Amberhorn. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Woohoo!
Well, I had questions for Flint.
Well, we'll have to do that next session.
I have questions on why he thinks he can be.
There's your liquor roll, Brad. Let's go.
Next time, buddy. That's for next time.
Have we leveled up yet, or?
Oh yeah, by the way, congratulations, you're all level 4.
Woohoo!
Gee.
Oh, are we going to assume some time passed between for the next session or something like that? We'll do a little bit of something with that, or what?
There might be some small time passage, but it's not going to be much. It's just going to be enough. Well,
Okay.
actually, no time passage at all, because y'all have something to do next week. Y'all have to sit down and try and decide how you want to build your new base.
Have some
Token to use or
recommendations.
whatever.
A brothel.
Fight.
You don't get a vote. You just
Fight
got
Club.
here. Who is this guy?
Alright, so
Dwarf.
how
But he has
these,
Gandalf's staff.
What the hell with Gandalf?
Got a possessed booger staff. Like, come on.
Yeah, boogers. All I'm saying is,
That, I gotta say, that was a pretty cool story arc, though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
and food. In a.
Oh yeah, I mean, so we have 2,000. We're spending 500 to get everything back up and running. That includes the breweries already there, right?
Well, no,
And-
it's an extra 200 for
Right?
the brewery, so it would be 700 to fix up the bar and the brewery.
Okay.
Okay, so that leaves us at 1,300. Then we can pay for kitchen,
The kitchen to have
cook,
food.
and then a barmaid, so that we got service, and then we can make some money.
And keep in mind, you also have to hire people to run these things. So,
Yeah, it was 50 per for those people.
Yeah, it's only 50 per, so that'll be within. But
Oh.
that way we can get it up and running with some money.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed.
And I can perform
Catch
there
y'all
for money
later.
too. So
Yep.
even more money.
later, yet.
For me, anyway.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I know things have been kind of linear up to this point, but now it's going to open up. So,
Yep.
I especially was not expecting the PC death in the middle of all that.
What was that?
I said I was not expecting the character death in the middle of that either.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, nice way to roll with it. I thought we were going to try and save him, but for him to write all that in and then not do anything with it, that would have sucked. I'm assuming he sent you all that, like wanting to write it into the story and whatnot.
Yeah, we worked on it together, and
What do you mean you had no intention of a character dying? You had a dragon that could do like 100 damage.
I wasn't expecting anybody to jump in front of the fucking
Right.
thing. Which
Well, I
two
mean,
of
the
you
dragon
did.
wouldn't have even been the problem. It was the fact that somebody shot him.
So, okay,
I mean, yeah.
you couldn't tell by
Avery
the
had the
medical,
option to try and...
you could
Go
not
ahead.
tell by the medical check that Verna did, but Verna did
Yeah.
not kill him.
Verna missed a piece. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, he was dead long before that. He got vaporized.
Mm.
Yeah. We went back over the rules, and the way Wild Shape works in 5e, it's basically just bonus HP.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, he totally got.
Yeah.
He got.
So he would have been dead.
Yeah, he got disintegrated.
Okay. Okay. So that's then you made the decision. Okay, so how do you roll with that? Okay, cool. I mean, it was a really creative way to her back without actually bringing the character back. I like it.
I'm just saying.
Nope, Tonvor's drunk now. He might have passed the last few.
And we talked about it. We thought about, because his uncle can cast reincarnate. We thought about doing that too.
Yeah.
But this way, Abran got to choose his race that he wanted to play, and he wanted to play a hill dwarf, which fit into the role to the lore of everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now we got to get to know Frostbeard, figure out what he is.
And a Helltor, very distaste towards halflings.
Ew, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
We're all rolling con saves for the
You're
party.
not one, dude. You got fucking alcohol poisoning or something. Jesus.
Good thing I carry potions.
Yeah.
That's the other nice thing about dwarves. Immunity to poison.
Hmm.
They can drink as much as they want.
Uh-huh. I recover.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
You were lightweight.
Jill is just passed the fuck out drunk already. Unless you shaped into somebody else, then that one's out. Dang,
Oh
can't
my
pass a
goodness,
con save to save your life right now.
You need to stop.
Roll20's rolling really low tonight.
I've been doing pretty decent.
Yeah,
I had a couple good ones, but then I had a bumped by the freaking 20.
Yeah, that was crazy.
yeah.
How much charisma did that person? Mayor's like fucking.
I'm not at liberty to say.
Insane.
But he is a beast.
Yeah, I mean, if he's capable of rolling a 28, he's got at least a
Considering
plus
how much
8.
charisma.
Yeah,
Hang on, let me look.
at least a plus 8 to his persuasion. So
I think he's
fucking
a plus,
Christ.
I think he's got a plus 10.
Yeah.
I gotta check and see. Of course, I rolled him to be, a charismatic politician, basically.
Yeah, he's a politician. Yeah,
Yeah.
so even if his raw charisma isn't as high, he's got experience.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I almost tried my luck with the same way I tried my luck last time.
Uh-oh.
Automatic. Cross my...
Uh-oh. Casting mind control spells.
I was like, well, wait, my rolls.
Apparently, drink. Holy crap! Some good con saves.